Now you mentioned Lil Wayne. I know that you guys were this close to signing Wayne. What happened with that deal? Because I mean, they got to. I mean, Wayne was damn near saying he was Rockefeller, and then it just went left.
The truth is, it's the first time I ever told this truth. The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I had a relationship with Baby. So, I used to go to New Orleans. I would hang out with him. He had me in the purple little, whatever that car was. You remember them purple little cars?
The Prowler.
Prowler going down the street, no top. People trying to jump in the car, So I felt it was only right to call him. I called them out of respect, like, yo, I was talking to Wayne, just letting you know, boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference.
Whoa.
From a lawyer, and I was like, whoa.
Was it sports? They do that?
It was like, whoa. And it just all went from there. But
yo, what up? It's your boy Omega, tuning in with you one more time. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. So, what is torturous interference? As you heard from that last video that just played, Jay-Z is speaking about Lil Wayne and his potential to sign him to Rockefeller Records, but there was an interference on the behalf of Baby. That's right, Lil Wayne's label mate, Lil Wayne's boss, Lil Wayne's CEO, probably a few titles you could slap on Baby at this time. So what exactly is torturous interference? Well, let's look at the definition. Torturous interference is the act of intentionally interfering with someone's business. This may be by directly interfering with a business deal, or by interfering with the day-to-day operations, or even by spreading false claims about the business. Torturous interference is interference that is so egregious as to allow the harmed party to file a civil lawsuit under a tort or reason of serious interference. So, best example that I can give you about torturous interference, have you ever seen the movie Blow? Okay, well, if you haven't, for those out there, Blow is a true story, or as much as they have told us that's true about it. It's a movie starring Johnny Depp about a true story of a gentleman named George Young. George Young was one of the biggest drug traffickers of American history. He began his career trafficking marijuana and then would move into trafficking cocaine. So if you know the movie, there's a pivotal scene that basically changes the direction or the trajectory of things. That scene is when George Young and his partner Diego get into it at a hotel in regards of Diego wanting to meet George Young's plug at the time, his plug of who he sold the majority of his cocaine through, which was a man named Derek For Real. Derek For Real was played by Pee Wee Herman, but his real name is Paul, forgive me. But Derek For Real is a West Coast connection that George Young was pushing a lot of product through. So him and Diego actually explode in the middle of a hotel during a transaction with a whole nother group of people because Diego wants to meet his plug that he sells a lot of their cocaine through. George Young introduces Diego to Derek For Real. They end up cutting out George Young, and the rest is history. Next thing you know, if you remember the movie, Diego's got a whole island somewhere. Diego, by the way, is really real life drug lord Carlos Leader. So look up that history about Blow. George Young is totally cut out of the picture. George Young continuously spirals downward with a string of bad luck events, etc., if you've seen the movie. So basically, producers that have artist deals or deals where they have artists signed to their production, even more threatening to label owners that have artists under their umbrella. Do not introduce your artist to other potential threats, other attorneys, other label owners, because you take a chance on losing that artist. That artist gets entertained, wined and dined. Next thing you know, they could be getting ready to sign a contract that gets them out of the contract or the circumstances that you have them tied up in. This is torturous interference. What Jay-Z is talking about is a simple conversation with him and Lil Wayne where he potentially may sign him to Rockefeller Records, turns into an actual threat from an attorney in the form of torturous interference. Leave our client alone. He is signed to Cash Money Records. If you continue this process of interfering with our business, this could be deemed torturous interference, and we can sue you to the tune of X amount of dollars. That is torturous interference. Peace.